Lama Kamadoya here. So currently I'm doing a self-experiment. I began to smoke like a month and a half ago, and now I just saw it as an action. So saw thought, reap an action. Saw an action, reap a habit. Saw a habit, reap a character. Saw a character, and you reap your destiny. And I wanted to know if I just look at it as an action. It's not even a thought of mine. It's just an action, and it's no habit, and I'm no smoker. How fast am I free of that addiction, people call it, of smoking? And therefore I began to smoke with a beggar on the street. So I just smoked cigarettes that were lying on the street, and I was smoking them like, hey, a cigarette on the ground tastes best. And now I changed my neural association. It's like yesterday I decided, okay, now I have enough data points on myself. Yeah, people might say, yeah, I'm a smoker. But no. Now I want to prove basically how fast you can change. The first I did right now is only through a negative association. There are other tools I have in repertoire for it as well. For example, the Dickens praxis from neuro-linguistic programming. It's really interesting, but would blow out the context we're talking about right now. And I was so first of all, why did I start smoking in the first place? Because I never liked it. It stinks. I was talking to some Tibetan lung specialist, and two of them suggested me to smoke e-shisha, hookah. And the third suggested me a lady to smoke cigarettes. Why? Because I have asthma, and inborn from birth on, and to heal it. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, but I learned that a habit cannot be tossed out the window. It must be replaced with something else. Mark Twain. So this cancerous cells in my lung that are in responsibility for that so for that of my lung health. There's coming some street cleaner. I need to look out if I need to move. So wait a minute. And yeah, and therefore I said to her, what would be a great replacement? She was like, yeah, she really thinks THC, cannabis, but it's illegal in Germany. You can't smoke it right now. And like, yeah, as CBD is legal, I can test it out. She's like, okay, test it out. And I'm like, no, that's not good. And my lung wanted to bleh. So we are just doing research currently with me. I'm practicing many different lung exercises, like the Wim Hof breathing, or from Dan Brulé, that's another breathing technique he showed, and I practiced them for years and years. And she showed me even a specific lung exercise that frees that asthma that in my bronchium in Germany, I don't know the English word, please look it up, to get rid of it. And I'm just puking all the time this cancerous stuff out that was there since I was born. And I'm currently noticing that my lung volume literally doubled out of nothing. And sometimes I'm seeing people who are smoking funny cigarettes, I would say. And I'm like, hey, can I have some? And then they're like, okay. And then I'm doing that specific breathing exercise. that it gets replaced with the healthy stuff. So even better would be to vaporize it. I know, but not able to. So okay. Then I was like, okay, but I really need to be aware of it, because hey, people get really addicted to it, and I'm noticing, okay, in science we know 2 days. That's all it takes for the physical addiction of nicotine to vanquish, to vanish. But after that, it's all mind. So me as an expert, as a lama, like the Karmapa said on the EC, we are the masters of mind. Like a master of mind, I want to... His Holiness the 17th Karmapa said during a lecture on the Europe Center, the summer course, we are the masters of mind. That's a great identity you maybe want to incorporate in your life. So the next question becomes, with what do I want to currently replace that smoking? It's like I'm wandering around and smoking. And then there are certain places I smoke of. Like, hey, normally I smoke at the backyard or on the balcony, and then those are triggers. I'm just on the balcony and like getting those cravings. I'm looking outside to the balcony I smoke normally, I get those cravings. So at best, if you want to get rid of these 2 days, then it's really stressful there, of your addiction and so on. You want to move yourself out, so just make a trip, a 2-3 day trip over the weekend. Maybe you take some time off to make it even longer, and then you're somewhere else where you have no trigger points like a balcony, or hey, there's this friend I'm smoking with, or the specific place at your workplace where you're always smoking. And then you have, when those trigger points are away, so it's even easier for you to stop. So that might be an interesting thing. And then after that, you want to watch your thoughts. Always stand guard of the doors of your freaking mind. And like Nietzsche said, we will do more to avoid pain than we will ever do to gain pleasure. So we want to then link up in that time smoking as painful in our mind, and not smoking as pleasurable. But not smoking doesn't make sense. With what can I replace it? Now the question becomes, what brings smoking me normally? Hey, I was talking to some lady on the, to some lady, and she was a chef or a waitress, I don't know. And she said, you get the break you otherwise wouldn't have. Yeah, when you smoke, you're getting a break other people don't get. You get to talk with people, you get to love, basically, love from people. And you're getting relaxation, you change your breathing, you get a break, and you can talk with people. Wow. That's really huge benefits, even though, hey, and then taking that small thing of smoking, hey, every day in the week. So, wait right now. So what would be a good alternative? Maybe get a smoker buddy of yours and tell them, hey, let's go on a weekend trip where we stop that physical addiction of smoking, and then we go, we instead of smoking, maybe do a breathing exercise, like when we want to take a smoker break, and we talk with our chef, hey, that's our healthy alternative. And he's like, yeah, those 5 minutes, we're just breathing some particular way, like the smoker break, breathing break, equivalent. And then, yeah, that's it. And then you replace it with something, and there are other tools that would blow out our frame we are currently talking about, but that's my best tip I can give currently. Replace it with something else. Or it doesn't need to be a breathing exercise, but I found it to be, most accurate, because you're relaxing, you can do it with friends together, and you're getting a break. Like all the time, you can do it all the time, like everywhere. Like the smoker break you otherwise wouldn't have, the breathing break you otherwise wouldn't have. So leave a thumbs up and have a wonderful day.